Hello, hello everyone. Good afternoon from Nigeria. I hope we are all good. Um, Let me know where you are calling from in the chat box. Let me know the place you are in Nigeria. If it's from Ondo State, just use the hashtag Ondo State in the chat box. And others are currently watching us live via YouTube, and I say you all are highly welcome. Wow, we have someone here with us. Mr. Anthony, welcome on board. How you doing? How is California? Hello, Anthony.
How's it going?
Yes, I can see Tope from Delta. Tope, you're welcome. All right. So today we'll be talking about one of the most important topics in the field, that is creating values which recruiters cannot resist. How many of you have tried applying for companies? For example, you've tried shooting your application in Google, you've tried into Microsoft, and then you got the message, sorry, we cannot proceed with you at the moment. If you've done this and you've gotten this message, just use the hashtag Google. Let me say the company. Okay, if it's Google, Google. If it's Microsoft, hashtag Microsoft. Please, can you do that in the chat box quickly? All right, even as that is going on, Mr. Anthony, once again, welcome on board. Can you just tell us about yourself, what you do, your vision, your passion, and what you aim to, what you've achieved so far, and how you are helping the community? I remember meeting you at TechPod when you were talking about this mystifying the Google internship. Um, can you hear me, please? Yeah. So, and I love your charisma there, the way you speak. And I'm like, wow, this guy is such a great guy. So, up to you. Can you just tell us about yourself in brief?
Yeah. So I'm from California. I go to UC Berkeley. I'm a kind of a super senior, so I'm about to graduate this semester, almost done. Like the kind of flyer says, I worked at Google as an intern. I did the gold immersion program. Then I did the internship program. I really liked it. And I'll be full-time in March. So right now I'm just doing part-time work at Nike because I'm still in school. It's kind of flexible. But I'll be starting the full-time job in March. And in terms of the community, like I'm always trying to help people like this, like share my knowledge, share advice, help people in any way I can. So yeah.
Okay, there was a transmission. Mr. Anthony, are you there? Are you done? Hello, can you all still hear me, please? If you can hear me, can you say I can? So I will know I'm still on board. All right, thank you so much for anyone. Can anyone hear me, please? I'm sorry for the background noise, please. All right. Sorry for the background noise. Can you all hear me now?
Yeah, it's good now.
Oh, thank you for that. Yeah, it's been muted. So I was asking before I went off that how did you come about your internship at Google? But before we go there, to you, what does value means to you? What will you define value as? Did you get that? Hello.
Could you repeat that one more time?
Okay, I said, what does value mean to you?
Okay, yeah. So I mean, I think just staying true to yourself, just giving back to others, not thinking that you know it all, and not trying to brush off others because you're in a different place. Like it always, I think being value kind of means just giving back and always just trying to learn more. That's if that's what you were kind of asking. Those are things that matter to me, and that's kind of what I thought of that.
Oh, wow, that's awesome. That's really awesome. Many people say value, okay, like where I work, my employer from Tech Bridge will say value means ensuring productive employment. Oh, when I'm paying for your service as an employee, you're bringing in a return for me. And how do you do this? I think it still boils down to having a particular skill set. Do you agree? That is beneficial to that organization. Do you agree with that, please?
I mean, I think in any job you do, it's important to try your best and uh, bring your skill set forward. But yeah, I mean, I think they're always looking for the return on investment in terms of your performance and stuff. But I don't think it's super cutthroat or anything. But I mean, I think just in anything you do, you should always try to put your best and try to learn more and try to do the best you can.
Oh, oh, that's awesome. Thank you so much for that. And I could see that you finished from one of the top university in California. That is the University of California. And you completed a degree in 2000. You ought to complete a degree in political economy in 2021. And you've interned with Google and currently working at Nike. Um, is that right? Before I proceed, is that right, please?
Yeah. That's yeah. Like I was saying earlier, I think you got disconnected. I intern at Google, and then right now, last semester of school, about to graduate. I'm doing part-time work, just like as a sales associate as Nike, just because it's flexible. Works with my hours of school since everything's online, and they work with my hours, so it's just something short-term before I start full-time at Google in March.
That's really awesome. But your work school life, how do you create a balance between them? Because most people are of the perception that as a student, you just be a student without working. Why some others say, oh, you can combine the two. How were you able to combine both academics, that is the school, and then your work, even at Google and at Nike presently?
Yeah, I mean, I think I don't recommend it to anyone, but when I did school for like 4 years, I never really had a job unless it was a summer with an internship or something very small, like a side job with my dad in construction. But um, I mean, when you're like done school for so long, like you learn how to navigate, how much time you need to spend on something. So, and I've gotten better at writing, so I can write pretty quick. That comes easier to me, and I don't have any more math classes or hard classes like that. So, um, you just learn how to navigate through the system, and it becomes easier. Um, but overall, I think it's just you got to know your priorities. You got to know when to put in the work for school, and you got to know when you got to show up to work. It takes time to learn how to do that, but if you can do that, then you're going to become even better uh, managing your time in the future.
Oh, that's great. Thank you for that. Also, I can see that you've interned with four companies. Okay, like you've worked with Adidas, you've worked with Latino, you've worked with Google, you've worked with Venus, and presently working at Nike. And all you do is sales and marketing. How were you able to create a career path for yourself? Was it that when you were born at a young age, you told yourself, oh, Anthony, you're going to be a marketer, you have to go into sales? What drive your passion to go for sale and marketing?
Yeah, I think I didn't really know what I wanted to do, and naturally, I kind of just got into sales just because working at Adidas in high school, it was just nearby. Like you just that's those are, I want to work at Vans. Like it's just jobs that I happen to do, and then I worked for a baseball team, and then I learned more about sales and cold calling and that type of thing, and I just had a lot of experience in it, so I just stuck with it. It was something I was comfortable with.
Wow, that's really great. Thank you so much. And I would love to ask, during your internship specifically at Google, was there any particular skill set that was required from you? And what did you think gives an edge over other candidates? Okay, because according to statistics in the Europe region, over 40,000 people apply for Google as an intern yearly, and Google only picked 1,500 students to intern with them. What will you say give you an edge over others?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I had an edge. I mean, I think the only thing that made me different was I was okay with failing. I understood that you got to fail to learn. I never thought I knew it all, so I was always trying to soak up information and learn from others. and just always be a lifelong learner. I think I really want to give back to my community. Being Mexican, there's not a lot of Mexican people in the tech industry, even at Google or other places. So I wanted to be a mentor. I wanted to be an example for those that look like me, and of course, any other minority. But that, and just, I guess I just was willing to take opportunity, and if given opportunity, I was going to make the most of it. So I guess that's what made me get an edge. I mean, I thought I was just kind of lucky when I got it, but those are things that I recommend for someone looking to be part of that type of culture. You know, take an opportunity, walk with it, and don't think you know it all. Try to learn more, and don't give up.
Wow, that's really straight to the point and wonderful. Also, I will love to ask you, um, for once, did you feel that you are unfit to work in Google, like the feeling of a mediocre?
Could you repeat that one more time? That was kind of hard to hear.
Okay, I said, did you feel like you're unfit or to work in Google as before getting in? Do you have the feeling that, oh, I think other candidates are better off than me. Google can't pick me because of my skill set, because of and from non-traditional background or stuff like that. Do you have those feeling?
So, do I feel like they got me for my skill set? Is that what you're asking?
Um, no, no, no. I said, can you hear me, please?
Yeah, I can hear you. It just sometimes it goes soft a little bit, but I can hear you now.
Okay. I said, have you have the feeling that you are unfit to be at Google earlier, and how were you able to overcome it?
Like I see what you're saying. What do you mean feet? Or maybe I'm not understanding you.
Okay, like the minority mindset. For example, I met a friend because he's from a poor family, a non-traditional family. For example, they could hardly feed well, and going to a school which is not recognized in the country, he
Mhm.
feels that, oh, working in top companies like Google, like Microsoft, is not for him. Like he just feel like, oh, these opportunities out there and not for me. So have you ever felt like that?
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying now. Sorry. Yeah, definitely. I think I never pictured myself getting to where I am now. I thought those are only for like the smart people. Like I'm not part of that. I never, growing up was never super smart. I never had something super special about me that compared to others who were better at math than me, better, like at least I thought better stuff than me. But um, yeah, I mean, I think you definitely doubt yourself a lot. But once I got to that position, like I gained a lot more confidence. But I mean, I definitely resonate with those feelings. Yeah.
Wow, that's really wonderful. But in terms of skill set, was there any technical skill that was required for your job role? I think your job role is a non-technical skill. You don't need a technical skill. Is that right?
Yeah. But I mean, if you wanted to like give yourself an upper edge on it, like you still got to know Google Ads, the AdWords platform. Like it's complex and you got to learn it. It's not like coding or anything. It's just understanding how the platform works, how to use it, how to advertise. So when you work with clients, you know how to guide them and help them with the platform or troubleshoot. But also, Google Analytics is also good to understand, just so you understand what the company does and why and how they kind of base a lot of the business model from the analytics and data to make decisions and stuff.
That's that's really good. You said something about Google Ads. Let's talk about, okay, if you're referring to someone who doesn't have knowledge of marketing in Google, you notice something that the person won't know about Google Ads as a minimum requirement. I think I'm right.
You're
But
saying,
what can I said I said some students, for example, those from non-traditional background, let's say in Africa, aspiring to become an associate marketing manager in Google, won't know that, oh, knowing about Google Ads, that is, Google Ads can make you stand out even above others. Why aspiring to be a Google associate manager intern? But then, can someone look at the job description for an associate manager intern and get to know the minimum requirement? How did you how did you get to know about it? I hope you understand my question, or do I break it down?
so you're saying like, how did I understand like the skill set needed for the job? Is that kind of what you're asking?
Yeah, exactly. That's it.
Okay. Well, I mean, like, you don't need to know ads to get the job or do the job. Like, they're gonna teach you either way. I still had to do like 4 weeks or a month of training, like classes every day to learn the platform. But um, like I'm just giving you kind of an insider thing of as someone who's worked in the position and going to do it full time. Like, this is like a key thing that can put you over the edge, especially for a resume if you're applying or just in general. Like the ads is such a pivotal thing that all companies use it to advertise. Same thing with analytics to get data to make decisions. But um, yeah,
Oh, that's awesome. But what about other role in Google? For example, talking about the SEW, the software engineering internship in Google. Well, how can one get to know the skills that can make one stand out of other candidates and applicants?
I mean, I can't really speak on software because I don't know what they do. But for my position at least, I mean, you need to, especially with the interviews and stuff, really show that you want to learn, show that you want to give back to the community, that you want to um, be an example, mentor people, and just not be afraid to give up and be willing to keep trying and trying, even if you fail. Um, and I think those are things that, or if you show on your resume, especially like you can lead people, you're a team player, you know how to handle people, you know how to handle yourself, especially being a team player. And when people have different opinions, you know how to go about it to respect everyone, but go through a common goal. I mean, I think those are things they look for, but I can't really speak on the software end of things, but I think in general, those are things that, are good.
Thank you so much for that. Okay. Can we just go back in the days where you know nothing about Google, just the name? Okay, let's go to Nike, for example. Nike. When you know nothing about Nike, what was required as a sales associate? I think there was a day like that. Is that right?
Yeah, I mean, it's just like a normal position at like a retail store. It's nothing like crazy. You just gotta talk to people, sell stuff, stock stuff. Like it's really like nothing is crazy about it. Where like you had to have a skill set or anything. That's more of my simple job. But Google was more of the one where it was a little bit different.
Wow. Oh, that's wonderful. I think I love what you said there. You just need to talk to people. That means you do a lot of networking then. Do you?
Could you repeat that? I didn't. What did you say?
I said, you said you talk to people, that is to find out about a particular requirement that is needed to get to certain position in top company. So that means you do a lot of networking. That is connecting to people, speaking to people, and then learning from them. Is that right?
Yeah, you mean just in general, like networking, if I'm like looking for a job or something, just to learn more about the company or something?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I used to do that a lot, especially before COVID in person. I would just go up to like an event. Didn't matter if I didn't know anyone or nobody knew me. I would just start talking to people, and I think that's what really gets you out of your comfort zone. Before it's a little rough, talking to people, especially if people who don't know, and how do you make conversation with someone about a company and you don't even know them, and they know you want a job or something. So you just gotta get practice. You gotta put yourself in uncomfortable situations to get comfortable. I think just doing that so many times, I probably went over to like 100 plus people, throughout my time of networking and stuff in person. And that helped me learn how to talk with people and think on my feet. And then with LinkedIn, reaching out to people who worked at a company like you guys are doing, and you guys reach out to me so I can share my knowledge. Most people are pretty open to sharing their knowledge and giving back. But this is the strongest thing in networking. It's who you know, unfortunately. But you can either use that as your advantage or disadvantage. But it's important to know, try to know others and learn and learn. And hopefully, the more you do, the more people you know, and more opportunities can open up in the future.
Wow, wow, wow. That's really exciting. Okay, let's do this. In the chat box, can you tell me the dream company you want to work with? If it's Google, can you use the hashtag Google? If it's Microsoft, can you use the hashtag Microsoft? If it's LinkedIn, can you use the hashtag LinkedIn? Please, can we go now? I want us to find out how many people you've spoken to, then how many people you know. Please, can we do this in the chat box? Quickly, quickly, quickly. Wow. I can see from Victor, he said Google. So Victor, do you mind coming on the call? Okay, let's just take one or two people. Victor, I'm going to unmute you now, then just one or two questions. Okay, I'm looking for your name. Okay, kindly unmute yourself and you can turn on your video. Hi, Victor.
Hello.
Hi, hi, Victor. Good
Hi,
afternoon.
Emmanuel. Thank you.
Oh, yeah, welcome on board. You want to work in Google, like how many people have you spoken to that currently work at Google? Have you spoken to any?
Okay, I've not spoken to anyone who works in Google at Google right now, like directly at Google. I've not.
Okay, why have you not done that? Do you think it will add a benefit to your job search that is propel you to go faster in order to be?
Sorry, what did you say?
I said, why are you yet to do that? That is to speak to those working in
Okay,
Google.
okay. This is the answer to the question was to answer a long-term goal, right? It is not something in the now. I intend to particularly do this job for 2 years. That's from the year 2021 to the year that would end up in the year 2023. And so when I am done with that job, then I would shoot my shots to Google.
Oh, that's great. That seems like a long time from now, 2023. So definitely,
Yes,
if you're able to network your way properly, a one shot will be a direct shot. That means you're going to score at it.
yes.
Yeah. But do you know what role you want to work in at Google currently?
I've not settled on with that.
Oh, That's great. Thank you so much. That will be all for now.
All right, thank you.
All right, thank you. Okay. Thank you so much. I think should we pick another person? I think I can say Microsoft, Owolabi, Dami, Lola. I'll be calling you on board quickly, and so we can talk. I'm looking for you currently. Oh, trying to unmute you. Kindly put on your video and then just tell me. Hi, Dami. Welcome.
Yeah, thank you so much for the program.
You're welcome. Um, you want to work at Google?
No, Microsoft.
Oh, Microsoft. Sorry for that. I think Google is just coming to me.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
because
you
it's
want to
like,
work at because I like no everyone loves
yes,
Google.
it's obvious now.
Mr. Anthony, don't you love Google?
Yeah, sure. I like Google too.
All right, so you want to work at Microsoft. Have you spoken to
Yes.
anyone currently at Microsoft?
No, I haven't.
Why? Like when
Probably
do you
I've
see
not.
it?
Yeah, what you say?
Okay, why? Why haven't you?
I've not really met with people that works there.
Okay, that's very, very simple. Okay, do you use LinkedIn?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, let me give us quickly a strategy. I connect to people at Microsoft, Google, LinkedIn, Snapchat, TikTok, and wide range of others. And week after week, I speak to different people, learn more about them, learn more about the company, learn more about organization structure. So we ensure you become better. So can I show you guys how I do it? That's the networking with LinkedIn.
All right.
Thank you so much. Okay, I'll stop sharing and then I move on straight to LinkedIn. All right. LinkedIn, here we go. If you can see my screen, just type I can in the chat box. So what I do is just straight away, I go to my search. For example, my dream is to work as a software developer at Microsoft. So all I need to do is software development. Then I include the company Microsoft. Then I click on see all results. Straight away, I come to people. Wow, you can see I have tons of people working on Microsoft. Okay, in 2 day venue working at Microsoft software engineer. So I connect with all of them. Yeah, and I send them a message. I I love what you do. Then I would love to connect. For example, let me show you one of the recent messages which I sent out. I think, yeah. Can you all see my screen, please? Okay. I tell you, I was introduced to LinkedIn nonprofit by you. I funded you with the aim of building the future for youth. That is 1 million you by 2030. I am excited to connect with you. Can we have a coffee chat soon? As simple as that, and the magic really works. Like I got tons of people working in different companies where we go on chats. Then I just feel diversity of culture. And I think we all should try this. If you know you're gonna put this in place, can you use the hashtag I can? All right. Can you use the hashtag I can quickly? Okay, I think we have that. Um, okay, Mr. Anthony, just one more question for you. Just one more question for you quickly. Are you still there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm listening.
Okay. Wow. Talking about those students in universities, like the first year student, what will you advise them in time of internship? Do I have to be a senior at the university to start interning with companies? And what will you say about that?
Um, I mean, I think connect with people like this, like all of you that are here. I applaud you all for connecting with me. Meet as many people as you can. Don't give up. That's a big thing. Don't give up, because a lot of times I felt like giving up and felt like, is it worth it? Like, I don't know where I'm going in life. You're going to have rough patches, but um, that's with everyone. We all been there. But um, I think just keep learning. Be proactive. So what I do is I try to read as much as I can, learn skills, whether it's getting better at Google Sheets or Microsoft Excel, or doing uh, like just getting better skill sets at the simple things, or just like learn like if you just sit there and complain, like nothing's gonna happen. But if you're trying to learn, then you're gonna get better and more sharp. Learn Google Ads, understand the platform. If you can do master Google Analytics, even if you just understand it, like you're already better than like 60% of the candidates already. Learn whether it's Photoshop, whether it's a video editing software, like get a hobby, do something. Right now we're in quarantine. I don't know how it is over there, but where I live, like everything is pretty much closed. You can eat outside, but take this opportunity to take advantage and use your time wisely. People are either going to come out of quarantine the same, or they're going to come out of here with new skills learned. At least I have been trying to like teach myself stuff. So use your time wisely. That's what I would say to students, especially.
That's really wonderful. Thank you so much for that. Same thing I do tell students. Like the last time I was opportunity to speak to, I think we call them the 100 level to 300 level students across Africa. I told them if there is something I should have done earlier, is that I should start interning with companies immediately I got to 100 level. And I feel pain, but I got nothing much to lose because it's really, really amazing so far. Yeah, at least the experience is worthwhile and the learning it's really, really marvelous. Just one last question. Um, have you ever gotten a job outside the normal application? Okay, for example, the normal procedure is to go to career site, let's say like Google, Nike, then you apply online. Have you ever gotten a job through referral or through networking?
Could you there was like some background noise, so could you repeat it one more time for me? Sorry.
Okay, I said, have you gotten a job earlier that is through referral or through networking instead of the normal rounds of online application?
Okay, I heard what you said. So what I was saying was, I have done like a job or like an internship, not with a big company, but like a big company in my town, which is small, but because I knew someone. So at Redwood Credit Union, I knew someone who knew the CEO, and then they got me an internship position despite there only being 3 slots, and over 1,000 people applied. So it's really who you know. And yeah. We can't hear you. You're on mute.
Oh, Sorry for that. I said, do anyone have a question for Anthony? Anyone? Just either type in the chat box or raise your hand, then I'll call you up on the call. Let's go. Let's go. Anyone? I can't see any hand for now. Then I assume there is no question. Is that it? Um, Anthony, can you cite any question in the chat box?
I'm not seeing anything. That the last message was from me, so.
Okay. I think there is none. Oh, thank you so much, Mr. Anthony, for coming on board. It's been a lovely chat with you so far. I learned so much. And I hope the audience too, that is those watching via Zoom, and also those streaming via YouTube, I hope you learned much too. Yeah, I'm certain that you do. Um, if you got the maximum benefit from this discussion and you are sure that you learn how to create a value, we okay. Um, I think my network broke out. Okay, please, who are the last thing I said? Anyone? Anyone? Okay, I said if you got maximum value for this section and you're certain that you've learned to create adding values, which will land you your dream offer in companies. We talk about networking, we talk about getting to know what the job role entails beforehand. That is the minimum requirement. We also talk about meeting people, sourcing information, asking people. We also we were shady about meeting recruiters and lots more. Even then, I can't remember. So, any question? And let me just hear from you from the chat box quickly. I hope you all can hear me. If you can, please, can you say I can? I think I can see from Folashewa and the rest. Okay, okay. Thank you so much. I really want to appreciate everyone for joining in. I say a big thank you for coming on board. Unfortunately, Mr. Shudi Ibokun Paul from IITA could not join us today. I spoke with him earlier and he said he had a tight schedule, but he will make it. I don't know what. But I'll give him a call. I will get his views. I'll send him his question. Make sure I get his answer and recordings. Then I'll sure to upload it to our YouTube stream. And Mr. Anthony, for those who want to work with Google, are you open to connect with them? Anthony, are you still here, please? Oh, I think he left. All right. If you want to connect with Anthony, I will drop his LinkedIn URL in the chat box so you can connect with him, speak with him, and then get to know more about Google, especially if you want to work in sales. He's an expert in that, working in Google, Nick, Adidas, and lots more. Once again, thank you so much and have a nice day. Bye bye.